All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. We're back here for game 4. We're ready to win. Ain't that right, Cav fans? Let's go. I'm excited for this. I know you guys are excited for this. I'm hoping for the best here. I'm praying, I'm hoping, and I'm hoping you guys are all praying and hoping for the best as well. You know, it's gonna be a rough game. I'm telling you that right now. Rough game. Do not expect this to be an easy win. We're going to need to do everything we can to withstand the Pacers in this game, ladies and gentlemen. So breathe easy. Let's do what we can. You know, try to stay calm and everything. And we're gonna pull this win out, okay? I believe in us. You believe. We all believe. Let's believe together, ladies and gentlemen. Comment down below. Make sure you like, you comment, subscribe, all the fun stuff here as we get into this, okay? So, Cavs with the ball. Okay, got Garland in here. Garland, turns it over. Oh my gosh, they're getting an easy opportunity right there at the rim. All right, Mitchell with it. Mitchell brings it down the court. Mitchell getting some screens from Max Strus. Max Strus for 3. Max Strus cannot get the 3. Pacers get the rebound. So it's starting off a rough game. Starting off rough. I'm going to tell you that right now. But we are still going to pull this out. I still have 1,000% faith in this team. It is just a 2-0 game. So we are going to go ahead and defense step up. Defense needs to just step it up really quick, you know, step it up for the remainder of this game. Make sure offensive moves like that don't have with Indiana. Turner with it. Turner gets it stolen. Almost. They come back. Oh, they have a wide open Naismith. Naismith hits a 3. Okay, 5-0, but don't worry. Our Cavs have come back from worse. They've come back from worse from better. Mobley with a 3. Mobley hits a 3. That's what I'm talking about. We just need a Mobley to get a stepping up. And Mitchell gets a foul. Time to tie this bad boy up. Let's go. Hey, I know it was worrisome. I know every game is going to be stressful and worrisome, ladies and gentlemen, but do not worry. I am here with you. We are here together. I'm sweating a little bit, mostly because I just got out of the shower, so don't worry about that. Come on, Cavs. You got him. You got the first one. You got the first one, ladies and gentlemen. You got the first one.
Ugly head in game 3 more so. They gave up 18 offensive rebounds. And what that does is take away your ability to get out in transition. Teams are going to be much more efficient scoring on offensive rebounds, and that was the case for the Cavs.
All right, and all right, 5-5 game. Halliburton brings it up. Halliburton passes it off. Nehard with it. Nehard back to Halliburton. Back to Nehard. Back to Nehard for 3. We're leaving him open for 3. What's going on here? We really got to work on this. Are we trying to do a zone again? I don't know the difference, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know. Oh, another turnover. Oh my gosh, they are not playing their best tonight, ladies and gentlemen. They are not. This is a horrible start to the game. 5-10. Cavs with it. Mitchell brings it up. Mitchell doesn't get the screen from Allen. Gets the screen from Max Strus, but goes the other way. Mitchell tries to get it down low, does not get it. Passes it off to Mobley for 3. Mobley misses the 3. Pacers with it. Pacers. Naismith pass it off to Halliburton. Halliburton Give it off to Turner. Turner to Naismith. Naismith with Max Strus on it. Sorry, that was Siakam with Max Strus on him. That was a bad matchup.
After that, between Siakam and Strus, the officials say that they're going to go to the replay monitor.
And they're doing a replay.
They try to diffuse things, but it is getting spicy here at the start. Seven straight for the Pacers.
All right, Pacers on a 7-0 run right now.
Doing his thing on a low box.
Hopefully this is not a bad sign of things to come. Hopefully this is just a early run by the Pacers. Again, if you watch my other, the other streams, you'll know that obviously basketball is a game of runs, ladies and gentlemen. So, they're just starting on an early run right now. Is what I'm assuming. This isn't going to be how the game goes. We're definitely going to be able to get this back up and tie this back up, but it's going to be a rough start. Rough start from the beginning. Hopefully this doesn't go. It's a 7-point lead. Hopefully we can maintain within 10. As long as we stay within 10, I think we're okay, at least until we start to really push forward. So we're going to have another push. We're going to do a big push. Obviously it was 5-0 at the beginning of this, and then it was 5-5. Then they went on the 7-0 run. So we really just got to stop the runs. I'm assuming it's early in the game. They haven't really, got their feet in it. So they just got to move around a little bit, realize like, hey, this is how I play defense on the perimeter, and then do that. Now, again, I'm not sure if this is like the zone or anything. I don't watch enough. I'm not expertised enough in basketball to tell you whether the Cavs are currently running a zone or whether they're not on the defense. But I can tell you, they do look a little lackadaisical right now. They're letting a few things slide. I don't know if there's, if those injuries or anything are starting to come into play again. But, mostly on, I don't even know if I can say Darius Garland, because it just seems like people are a little lackadaisical everywhere. There's been that horrible switch that Max Strus got onto Siakam with and things like that. So, yeah, hopefully we can just avoid that altogether. Keep, playing Cavs basketball instead of trying to play Pacers basketball again like game 1. And, maintain. I feel like in game 2 and game 3, both of those games, we kind of understood how to play the Pacers better. Like, I definitely felt like we were playing them better in both game 2 and 3. Now, game 2 was a massive collapse just due to, like, the personnel issues, in my opinion. I think if we had our right personnel, even if we just had, Evan Mobley out there to get a couple more rebounds or, something, I think we could have won. But, obviously there was a collapse at the end. Last second shot gets the win for the Pacers. But, we definitely played them a lot better. We had them a little bit more figured out. And in game 3, more of the same, where it just felt like this is the Cavs team we've been watching all year. So, hopefully, again, this is just a little bit of a run. We're just waiting for the game to come back on. That's why I'm rambling still. And yeah, I believe in us, ladies and gentlemen. That's the short story for everything I just said there. So let's see if the game is back on. Let's go.
Reinforcements back in the lineup to help him out. But as we saw at times on Friday, Garland still looked hobbled, which led Coach Atkinson to say that Garland is taking one from the team. He missed 4 games, as you know, with a sprained toe. Garland told me that they fixed up his sneaker to prevent the toe.
All right, Garland with it. Garland gets the screen from Allen. Garland goes for Max Strus. Back to Garland. Back to Max Strus. Max Strus looking for Mitchell on the 3-point line. Mitchell misses the 3. Pacers with it. All right, so Halliburton brings it up. Halliburton gets a screen. Halliburton passes it off to Turner. Turner misses the shot. Cavs get it back. Mobley brings it up. Mobley with it. Mobley with Siakam on him. Mobley looks like he's going to go for it. Mobley. There was a foul called. I'm not sure who was on. Looks like it's on Siakam.
Pressuring to not allow them to run the offense. And so a lot of times, even though Donovan Mitchell has a great handle, he doesn't have a handle to orchestrate offense. He's got a handle for him to attack. When you get Garland back now, it gets him off the ball for several possessions.
All right, Cavs with it. Max Strus to Allen. Allen misses the hook shot. Pacers with it. Pacers, Naismith pass it off to Siakam. They're going around the circle with it, around the world with it. Naismith gives it back to Siakam. Siakam to Turner. Turner has Max Strus on him. Turner misses, but gets his own rebound. And puts it back in. Cavs are down 14-5. We got to make sure we do not have this at a 10-point deficit. Garland with it. Garland to Allen. Allen gets a foul. So Allen is going to the free throw line for 2. Yeah, Allen wasn't going to come in time. We got to stop switching Max Strus off with the big man. Like, it's just not a good look. I know they're aiming for it, but like, we got to make sure to try to prevent it. There's got to be like counter switches that we do to make sure he doesn't get switched off to a guy that's like 3 times his size, you know? Like, the guy is like twice his size at minimum. You can't have him switched off on him. It's not going to be a good look.
Big early call as Pascal Siakam picks up his second personal, so he sits just past the 8-minute mark of the quarter. And Obi Toppin has been summoned early in this game by Rick Carlisle. Yeah, and they really have.
All right, so he makes both 14-7 game. Pacers shoot a 3, miss. Cavs with the rebound. Garland with it. Garland over to Mitchell. Mitchell goes around a basket, doesn't get it. Mitchell turnaround jumper does not get it. Pacers get it back. Pacers. Halliburton with it. Halliburton looking for Turner. Turner gets it over to Naismith. Garland on him. They get the switch. Garland is now on Halliburton. Halliburton passes it off to Turner. Turner to Naismith. Naismith with no one on him gets an open shot. 16-7 game.
Because he extends the defense, he gets 2 on him.
Cavs have not scored in a while, ladies and gentlemen.
They end up with that weak side finish, and those are the plays we didn't see in game 1. He was not nearly as a
Garland with it. Garland brings it down. Garland passes it off to Strus. Strus gets the screen from Allen. Allen passes it off. Allen, it goes out of bounds. The pass was too high.
See that double, and then just a great read by Toppin as soon as
wow.
When you catch it,
ladies and gentlemen, the Cavs are playing horribly right now. We really got to step it up. I see we got, looks like we got Hunter and Ty Jerome coming off to the scorer's bench. So, all right, Garland off to Allen. Allen passes it off, and it gets picked off again. Another turnover. What is happening? And finally, the Pacers turn it over. Mobley with it. Mobley gets a foul. Looks like they're going to call a reach-in foul on the Pacers. Again, it is 17-7 to 16. Cavs have not scored since probably the beginning of the game, realistically.
Is higher, their activity. Look at this hustle back just to be able to get in position to not allow him to even get the shot.
So yeah, Cavs are not doing great. Inbound. Allen with it. Allen to Max Strus. Max Strus for the 3. Max Strus hits the 3. Let's go. 10-16 game. It is just a 6-point game now. This is what we're supposed to do. Ty Jerome in. Ty Jerome checking up Nehard. Nehard passes it up to Naismith with Garland on him. Couldn't get it over Garland. I almost called Garland Kyrie, but it's okay. Hunter. And looks like it's out of bounds on the Pacers. So it's going to be Cavs ball.
activity, and they are going to challenge that one.
And it looks like Pacers are going to challenge it. Who was out of bounds on?
He does not touch it.
It's time. Wake up.
We'll see who gets the possession for this. All right, but yeah, we'll see who gets the possession for this. But yeah, the Cavs not playing the best basketball right now, ladies and gentlemen. They are not playing the greatest ball. Kind of looks a little bit more amateurish right now. I know they can come back from something like this, but they really just got to put their heads down and start, doing whatever they need to do. Mitchell, he's probably tired right now. Maybe he needs a little bit more of a break within the game, but you got to step it up, buddy. You're not being efficient whatsoever right now. So we're gonna need more efficiency. Looks like he tried to get it from 2. Looks like he tried to get it from 3. He's trying to do some layups, but they are contested. So, you got to work on those. You got to work on getting in there. So, obviously, this is the beginning of the game. Everybody's fresh. Nobody's tired. So, around second, third quarter, when everybody's a little bit more been running around up and down the court for a while, now you got a Mitchell, freaking Donovan Mitchell coming at your chest. It's going to be a lot worse. It's going to feel a lot more tiring than it did in the first quarter. So we'll see what comes up. Just gotta play the game. Just gotta keep it going. Play a little better, a little harder, a little bit more defense. I would love to see more defense right now. It would be incredible for my soul to see more defense being played. A little bit harder nosed defense, if you know what I mean. But yeah, outside of that, we got this. Our guys got this. Also, ladies and gentlemen, make sure if you're watching right now, you like, you comment, you subscribe to the channel. We got plenty more videos. Just put out a Alien Biospheres reaction in case anybody likes the science, more science fiction-y type of stuff. And then we also have our Omega Bars video that just came out. So if you like hip hop, real rap, off the top of the dome type stuff, go ahead and check that out. Again, those just came out this weekend. So outside of the sports stuff, there's science, there's music, literally all types of things. Did a true crime video recently. So again, anything that your heart desires, check out the channel. There's probably going to be something that you'd enjoy on there. That's why I like to have a little variety in the channel. Mix it up a little bit. Okay, what's going on right yonder? Come on now. All these commercials got me going crazy. Going crazy with commercials.
Hey, Chuck.
Yes, sir.
Don't forget to download the FanDuel Sports app. It's the best place for live betting and same-game parlays, and it pays out what?
Instantly.
Who scores more points tonight? Halliburton, who had a tough night, or Donovan Mitchell? This is the easiest question in the history.
Donovan Mitchell.
Oh, that doesn't even count. Bye.
I like when Kenny and Chuck go out on a limb.
I tell you what, I might, just because it's Chuck, I might have to go with Tyrese here, as you see.
By the way, a successful challenge here by Rick Carlisle. The call on the floor was Cleveland ball. They determined that it was last touched by the Cavs, and they have now 3 turnovers, GA, the last 4 trips.
Yeah, 5 in the first quarter. Even DeAndre Hunter.
All right, Pacers hit a 3.
And again, that was an
So now we're at a 9-point game.
TJ McConnell able to get into the deep of the defense, puts the Cavs in rotation, and a ribbon triple there for Turner.
Okay.
So Indiana, 3 of their first 4 from downtown.
Cavs for 3, miss.
The Cavs are 3 of 10 from the field, and they're 2 of 7 so far from deep. Halliburton probing, topping corner 3.
Topping for 3. They hit another 3. Jeez.
And this is the Cavs team we've seen most of the postseason. Their pace is up, their defensive intensity, they're playing fast, they are dictating. You can see here that attack, it puts everybody at the level of the basketball.
Wow, Cavs, we really got to step it up. Like 2 threes in a row.
This is the Pacers when they are at their best.
Like, what is this game I'm watching right now? What the hell? All right, Garland with it. Garland for 3. Garland misses. We're just throwing away opportunities, trying to hit threes.
How do they navigate a couple of minutes here with Donovan Mitchell on the bench? Benedict Mathurin has been just terrific so far in the series. Turner, 7 to shoot.
All right, Pacers with it. McConnell with it. McConnell can't get it.
Turner again, those 50-50 balls, everyone is going Indiana's direction.
Yeah, because they're making it go their way right now. They're just more active. They're playing with a lot more force here. And you can see that has been the issue. Second foul there. The Cavs right now just not very confident as a group. Mishandling 5 turnovers here already. Not shooting it well.
All right, Garland gonna go ahead and take a seat. Mitchell's coming back in.
Garland sits, second personal. Donovan Mitchell back onto the floor after a very brief rest at the 4:32 mark.
Garland with 2 fouls already.
Sam Merrill and DeAndre Hunter. Boy, look out! Turner comes
Whoa.
to the defense of Mathurin. Well, you can see something brewing between those two the other night, and that has spilled in and over here to Game 4.
It is definitely getting chippy. And this is important to keep your head. We talk about the postseason being about who handles adversity best. And right now, you
rough game for the Cavs, I'm telling you.
On edge here, Spiro.
Bottom left of your picture, boy, you can see Hunter.
Man.
Boy, this is going to be an interesting decision by the officials.
Hunter, what are you doing, brother?
Team players thrown out for less. And here's,
oh, right there, right at the right of your picture.
Oh,
No doubt the officials will go back.
Mathurin hitting people in the nuts. That's what's happening.
Those two were hit with double technicals the other night. They were jawing at each other. This was early in the series, opening game, the hard collision. Mathurin stepping over Hunter when he came down and injured that thumb. This was the other night, the quick double technicals, the jawing. Mark Davis quickly trying to defuse the situation. So that thing has been boiling over right from the start of this series.
So Mathurin hitting people in the nuts and trying to act like he ain't do nothing.
it's
Okay.
interesting to see how the officials.
All right, never mind. I don't want Okoro to be like this guy.
Those are acts with malice is generally how you would look at it.
Then you got Miles Turner coming over, the shove from the back, coming to the defense of his teammate.
And you would expect that they're
Bro, know he wrong.
pointed it out. There was an initial fracas underneath the basket in that possession that led to Hunter retaliating.
Rick Carlisle had to be held back by his assistants. He started jawing at the officials just now. Again, our crew tonight, John Goble, Kevin Scott, Curtis Blair. Brent Barnaky is our alternate, and in the replay center, Justin Van Dyne and Zach Zarba tonight.
Oh, yeah, he's trying to hit people. He's trying to punch people and act like he ain't do nothing. I see what he's doing.
And Hunter took contact right there. That kind of a little bit of a I don't want to say a punch, but the extension of the right arm from Mathurin. DeAndre Hunter's a pretty mild-mannered guy. For him to respond like that, you knew there's something had to happen.
But even if something happens, if you're DeAndre Hunter, you can't respond like that. You can't escalate. You're too important to your team. This game, in a lot of ways, it's got to feel like a Game 7 for you. You can ill afford to go down 3-1 in this series, and you got to keep control of your emotions.
DeAndre Hunter acquired in the midseason deal right at the deadline for Caris LeVert and George Niang, a guy who has been so good for this team. Really took them to a different level. A wing defender, a guy who could knock down the three at a high level. He's been a top-level performer in his NBA career. Now Cleveland and that coaching staff just hoping that they're going to have him for the rest of the night.
Yeah, and a terrific talent. He's a high-character guy, but this is just a scenario.
Yeah, I don't know what they're going to call here, but Pacers are definitely playing dirty.
Of the game, you can't do something as blatant as that. That just puts your team at such a disadvantage if you are ultimately ejected.
Obviously, the length of this delay and this replay, GA, lends you to think that we're going to have serious officiating decisions here.
Real officiating decisions happening right now, ladies and gentlemen.
This will be a huge call here.
So they have seen enough from the video replay monitor.
And one thing also, like, the officials don't want to eject anyone in a situation like that. You don't want to become a part of the story, but you've also got to do your job.
And here now is our crew chief, John Goebel, with the official announcement.
After the personal foul, there's a dead ball contact by Mathurin where he extends a close-handed fist into the sternum of Hunter. He's being assessed a flagrant foul penalty 2 for this act. Hunter is being assessed a technical foul for the push to Mathurin and a technical foul on Turner as well. Therefore, play will be resumed with Hunter shooting 2 free throws for a flagrant foul penalty 2. It will be Cleveland basketball.
So Benedict Mathurin, flagrant 2, is ejected. And technicals assessed to
Benedict Mathurin is ejected, you dirty ass player. You dirty ass Negro playing the way you play. How about that? Get ejected out the game, nigga. Get ejected out the game. You dirty ass Negro playing the way you play. Hitting niggas in the sternum. What is wrong with you, Benedict? Your name is Benedict, nigga. What is wrong with you? Don't ever trust a dude named Benedict, okay? Benedict Mathurin on my list of niggas never to trust, okay? Benedict Mathurin, I do not ever trust you.
These are divisional rivals. There's a history between these two organizations.
Get out the game. Get out the game. Get out of here.
If you're Rick Carlisle and the Pacers.
Punching people in basketball. What are you doing? It's basketball.
16 points per game, such a huge loss now for Rick Carlisle.
That ain't basketball, ladies and gentlemen. This ain't the UFC. This is an NBA game, okay? We ain't punching people and trying to hide it like them because we're a real damn team. We play basketball the right way, okay? We play basketball the right way. Now, Hunter missed that shot. What the fuck is wrong with you? Hunter, you got to make these shots, brother. Get this crowd out of it. Get this crowd all the way out of it, Hunter. Get the crowd out of it. There you go. Get the crowd out of it. Tell them to shut up.
And the Pacers are in control here early, right? They've got the momentum. They've set the tone in terms of the way the game is being played. And to your point, let's see if this does swing how the game goes. And also, from an officiating standpoint, are you going to have a little quicker whistle now to de-escalate?
Man, this place was already charged up. This crowd is especially on edge. Here comes Hunter. Stops on a dime, elevates.
Hunter misses. Not a good game so far. Horrible game so far, actually. Pacers with it again. Halliburton, easy layup. Nobody was there.
And that's an example of
Mitchell with it.
It's the pace to get it up, to create
Mitchell gets the screen. Mitchell going for the rack. Mitchell gets hit hard. No foul called. Pacers with it again. Pacers going for 2. Nembhard gets 2. Again. We've been down worse. We've been down by. We've beat better. We've come down from worse.
Officials are going to get Halliburton with the contact penalty situation, so that'll put DeAndre Hunter back at the line.
You can see it. You get a cross match there, and Halliburton able to take advantage and get all the way to the rim. And that 5-out style really helps to kind of take away some of the rim protection.
Yeah, I see how the Pacers play. It's annoying. Pacers play in an annoying way. They play in that way where they hit you and then they act like, whoa, I never did anything, but what's happening here? I'm a good guy. Like, yeah, okay, buddy. I see how they play, ladies and gentlemen. Is hit you and then act like you did and hide your hand. They hit you and they hide their hand, ladies and gentlemen. That's how the Pacers play. I didn't know about this. I didn't know. I thought they were like a more honest team like the Cavs. But apparently they hit you and they hide their hand and cry like little babies about it.
And the Cleveland Cavaliers, the #1 seed in the Eastern Conference. Bryant resets, gets it to Halliburton. Merrill chasing. Nembhard, 6 to shoot. Trying to turn the corner. Mobley, boy, that's what makes him so unique with his defense. But the officials
What?
get Hunter on a loose ball foul underneath.
Hunter gets called for a loose ball foul for no reason.
That was a great defensive possession from the Cavs. They were able to jump Halliburton to not allow him to advance it quickly. But then they get a foul there on the grab of Hunter.
First personal against Hunter, and now they're going to get Merrill off the ball. And now penalty situation that puts the Cavs over the limit. And Tyrese Halliburton to the
So now they're just calling everything. Now,
like that, typically the officials are gonna
now they're just giving them fouls. Both teams are in the bonus.
Emotions down, get back control of this game. And as a player, you've got to understand that and know that
Halliburton gets the first. I don't even understand what that call, like what the call was for on Sam Merrill. What did he even do?
Points in the paint so far, 12.
Sam Merrill, what happened? Explain.
A big part of this is where they miss Garland's speed and ability to initiate offense. It really improves their shot quality dramatically when he's able to play his style.
Ty Jerome with it. Ty Jerome. Call a travel? What?
When you see the Pacers playing their best, you don't think of them as a defensive team, but they've got some really good.
This ain't even good defense. This is horrible officiating at this point. Like, what's actually happening right now?
Here comes Nembhard. Bryant backdoor powers up. Misses.
And they called that a foul. Of course. Everything the Cavs do, they call a foul for. The Pacers, literally, like, what is happening right now?
A 17-point lead as we are down to 2:44 left to play in this first quarter.
They really had to. So because the refs had to send a player out of here because he was playing dirty, now the Pacers are going to get a bunch of tic-tac foul calls because the refs feel bad because they have to take out one of their players who was playing dirty. Like, what the fuck is happening? What is that about?
Well, controlling the backboard was going to be a big one, and the Pacers have done a great job there. They've been able to contain Donovan Mitchell here.
And he gets both.
Halliburton is playing. The pace is where it needs to be.
So Cavs with it, Mitchell.
Their best. So everything going Indiana's way here to start.
Donovan Mitchell still looking for his first.
Mitchell with it. Mitchell gets. They call a foul for that.
So Mitchell's going to shoot free throws. See if this can't get his offensive game going. Just 2 points over the first 8+ minutes. Greg, is it a tactical adjustment that you've seen from Indiana, or is it just a hustle thing in terms of how they have slowed Mitchell so far in this game?
You know, I thought in Game 3 they played on their heels, and it feels like tonight they're the ones doing the dictating, right? They're playing with far more force, a lot more energy. And that's a lot of times how the playoffs go. Like, it's the team that sets the tone with their style and their identity that tends to dictate. And that's what we've seen here in this first quarter. My goodness.
It just seems
I thought that was a tight.
Well, he hit the first.
He had put up to this point.
It just seems like Donovan Mitchell's breaking through into an even different threshold.
Misses the second.
He misses on the second. But now doing it with the
Come on.
For a 1 seed in the East. Can he get his offensive game going?
Come on, Cavs. Y'all got to play better than this. Another guy open for 3? Are you kidding me? Guys, the 3-point line. It's over there. It's like all over. Go ahead and defend it, please. Sam Merrill with the 3. Misses that, of course.
Final 2 minutes of the quarter.
Pacers with it. Pacers.
As right now the Cavaliers are staggering back into their corner. Topping the bounce for Bryant.
Bryant misses. Ty Jerome with it. Ty Jerome off to Mitchell.
Haven't gotten anything easy either. Everything's been 5-on-5. They have not been able to get any run-outs. Credit the Pacers from a defensive standpoint.
Mitchell off to Sam Merrill. Back to Mitchell. Gets a screen. Looks like he's stuck. Mitchell goes to the lane. Goes for the layup. Gets the Euro step layup. Okay. That was a little bit better.
Not just for Mitchell, but for his team. They are
Pacers for three. Pacers miss a three. And looks like they're going to loose ball foul on the Pacers. We're in the bonus, so hopefully that should mean somebody's going to the line.
Gets his first field goal of the night.
Yeah, you've not seen a lot of situations where he's had an attack unabated there. You see Shepherd just all up over the top of Ty Jerome there, and this will be big for Ty Jerome as well. He has really struggled to make shots here.
All right, Ty Jerome at the line.
To the free throw line can help him find his rhythm.
Hits the first.
Like Up and Adams with Kay Adams and Run It Back, featuring Lou Williams, Chandler Parsons, and Michelle Beadle on FanDuel TV, free on all your favorite devices. Great to have you with us downtown Indianapolis. Spiro Beatties, Greg Anthony, Derek Greenberg,
Max Strus back in the game.
Aaron Banks, Brent Christan, our director, and the rest of our magnificent TNT crew. Indiana Pacers taking the first two games of this series on the road in Cleveland. Cavaliers finally answering the bell. Took game 3 in dominant fashion. But right now, it is all Pacers. Here comes Toppin. Right.
Obi Toppin right through the lane. Obi Toppin, nobody was there defending him. Cavs almost turn it over again.
Trying to advance it, but this 3-2 now feels like the Pacers.
This might be one of the worst quarters I've ever seen the Cavs play. Especially this lineup of Cavs players. I don't think I've ever seen this particular lineup play worse.
56 seconds of the quarter. Evan Mobley.
They look so like nerved at the moment. Max Strus for 3. Max Strus hits a 3.
Max Strus continues to play.
Cavs down by 14.
Both sides of the floor for the Cavs.
Second 3 of the quarter for Strus. He's got a half dozen.
And Toppin for 3. Misses the 3. Okay.
See if Cleveland tries to go 2 for
Hunter with it. And
officials are going to get Bryant from the back. So
they're going to call a foul. So Hunter's going to go to the line.
And Spiro, finishing quarters so important, right? Complete control have the Pacers been 17-point lead at one point, and now you're allowing the Cavs to just slowly but surely find their rhythm here. An unforced error there with the foul.
So Cleveland GA with 10 of their 21 points at the free throw line. So they're not shooting it well from the field, but to your point, they're getting to the stripe. And suddenly this thing is down to 13 points as Dean Wade checks in for Ty Jerome.
Defense for offense substitution, and it was correction. It was a 19-point lead. And this is the way you get back into it, right? It's typically the Cavs, a team that can dominate the offensive glass. 31 second chance points in game 3. None here tonight, but you can offset that as they are now by just kind of getting to the free throw line, slowly but surely getting back in the game, getting an opportunity to set your defense.
Oh.
Discrepancy. Benedict Mathurin ejected as Shepherd catch and shoot connects.
Shepherd hits a 3. And Cavs, how are we going to end this quarter? How are we going to end this quarter, Cavs?
The way they are clicking offensively.
Donovan Mitchell against Nembhard, the sensational defender.
With the turnover, of course.
That was not a good decision by Donovan Mitchell.
I don't even know what he was doing.
Strus was running away from the basket.
Halliburton gets off a clean look as that's going to get us to the end of the quarter here in Indianapolis. A lively scene as the Pacers have thrown the first punch. The 2025 NBA playoffs are presented by Google.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is not looking great right now. The Cavs are playing horribly. Probably one of the worst first quarters I've seen them put up in throughout the whole season. Not looking good whatsoever. Defensively, they're not looking great. They don't look like they're communicating. There's people open on the 3-point line constantly. They're just like, whether the Pacers make it or not is the real question, because they're definitely getting open at the 3. It's just they're not making every 3. But the Cavs, on the other hand, are I'm not sure what's going on. They're playing as if they have no offensive strategy for real. Like, they're just kind of going through the motions. You know, every basket they get is tough, but at the same time, they're not making it easier on themselves by passing it out or going for the people who are open, and then also the turnovers. Like, the Cavs are turning it over more than I've seen. I've seen them turn it over in this quarter more time than I've seen them in full games before. There's been full games that I've watched and they haven't turned it over this many times. And they've already got like 7 turnovers in the first quarter. Like, legit, whatever's going on there, they need to fix that up. Everybody's just playing a little too jittery right now. And it's just not a good look. So hopefully things will get resolved in the second quarter. I'm going to take a quick break as we wait for the second quarter. So I shall be right back, ladies and gentlemen. Here are some tunes while we wait for that to happen.
The table is being set. Tonight, at the main event, live, October 1st, on this beautiful Tuesday. What do we have? Who do we have? Much do we have? What is today? It's Taco Tuesday!
Thanks so much. Thank you. Guys. All right, Jared, Toppin misses at one end, but then Mitchell on a long tee. So Donovan Mitchell now GA's one of his first 6. What are you telling your guys if you're Kenny Atkinson trying to get this offense going?
Well, they've got to do a better job defensively and get out in transition. They have gotten nothing in the open floor just to try to get their offense settled down. And they've got to try to, I think, get Mobley involved a little bit more as well.
Mobley calling his own number. No basket. John Gogol says traveling violation.
Yeah, again, the Pacers defense.
Oh, my bad, ladies and gentlemen. My mic wasn't on.
And they haven't allowed the Cavs
But
to get
I'm back. Okay, so
here to start.
Cavs down 15. We've seen worse. We can come back from this, ladies and gentlemen.
The opening minute of the second quarter. Indiana built a 19-point lead early. Siakam fires and buries.
Oh my gosh, they're hitting threes. That's gonna make it tough.
They are just playing with great confidence right now. 7 made threes. We talked about it. Game 1. This is kind of how they shot the ball.
Oh my gosh. Mobley,
One up, and the official saying loose ball foul against Ty Jerome.
and a loose ball foul.
For the Cavs right now is suspect. They're just not utilizing the offense to create anything easy. A lot of one pass or no pass possessions, and that really works to the advantage of the home team.
This is a Cleveland
Cavs
team
down
that
by
had the
almost
second
20
best
at this
offensive
point.
rating in NBA history this regular season. Highest scoring team so far in this postseason. Well, they have done everything they can handle from this Pacers defense. Shot clock down to 4. Siakam crosses over Wade, fires, and hits it.
Siakam hits a 3 right in Dean Wade's face. Jeez, us, ladies and gentlemen. Siakam is perfect from the line right now. And the Cavs turn it over again, of course.
So this thing quickly getting away from the Cavs. Their 9th turnover.
Siakam more than comfortable at being
The Cavs have 9 turnovers right now, people. How?
right now. They've got the Cavs rattled.
They got 12 extra points off of just turnovers alone.
Here comes Siakam, stops on a dime, and he's starting to cook. And this thing is quickly getting away from the Cavs. McConnell to steal.
Cavs get a ball stolen from them again.
They're going to reset McConnell.
Bro, call a timeout, brother.
Still got plenty of time to shoot. Siakam to top him.
Yeah, call the timeout, please.
They're just doing such a good job.
Cavs are down by 25 now. So after having one of the worst first quarters I've ever seen, they're following up with one of the worst second quarters I've ever witnessed. Ladies and gentlemen, as a true Cavs fan, I do not know how much of this game I can watch. This is getting sad as a Cavs fan. Like, I haven't seen them down this bad like this, like, all season. This is different for me. Like, this feels sad at a point. Like, we shouldn't be down by 25 to the Pacers. Like, shout outs to nothing wrong with the Pacers, but we are such a better team. And I just don't understand why everything that can go wrong is officially going wrong for the Cavs. Like, everything that can go wrong is going wrong for them at this current moment. This is probably one of the biggest, just disappointment games I've seen so far. And if we just look at the score right now, I mean, we got Evan Mobley with a negative 23 plus minus already. 1 for 3. He only attempted 3-point shots. Evan Mobley has only attempted 3-point shots so far. And it's like, of course, this is why we're losing right now. Can people stop going for threes only? Like, literally the only person who isn't trying to exclusively go for threes is Donovan Mitchell, currently 1 for 6. He got fouled and he got 1 layup. But outside of that, he attempted 4 shots that weren't threes and got 1 of them. So not great right now. Most of his points are coming from the free throw line. Most of all of our points have come from the free throw line, ladies and gentlemen. Like, everybody who has points right now pretty much got those points based off the free throw line. We haven't gotten to actually score anything. The Cavs are 25% right now from the field, 23% from the field, 23% from the field right now, ladies and gentlemen, because we barely even attempted any. And the ones we have gotten, turnovers are our biggest thing right now. We have 10 turnovers in the second quarter. They have 4. We're just giving them 12 points and then being like, yeah, here's, go ahead and also shoot some threes at a more efficient rate than us. 8 for 13, we're 3 for 10, and 4 for 17. Meanwhile, they're 18 for 31. They've attempted more shots than we've taken in the game. People understand. They have attempted attempted. Like, they've made more shots than we've even attempted. We haven't even tried to shoot 20 shots yet, and they've already tried to make 31. They've got 18. Because most of our shots are coming from 3, and we haven't made them. Like, this is probably one of the most inefficient games I've seen from the Cavs all season. And it's right there. The numbers are right there, ladies and gentlemen. You can see it right there. They need to play better. They need to start getting to the lane. Like, I get it. Threes, nice and cool. Don't die by the 3-point. Don't die by the 3-point game in the playoffs. Like, don't be that team that just can't win because they can't make their threes.
And GA, a lot of this has been Indiana's defense, but also just sloppy offense from the Cavaliers as Garland loses his footing. And now we're going to get a late whistle as John Goebel is going to get T.J. McConnell on the contact.
You can tell that toe is an issue. That's the second time in this game where he's kind of just not been able to have his feet under him.
Was a tough call against McConnell.
Yeah, I didn't think there was a lot on that. But yeah, definitely, that's really the funny thing about this game is the Pacers have come out. They've way more force. They've got the Cavs on their heels. They're very unsure of what they want to do offensively. And on top of that, their best player, Donovan Mitchell, has struggled mightily. As you see Darius Garland trying to find a way to contribute.
So an off-ball foul against Ben Shepherd that puts Donovan Mitchell at the line for 1, and now possession for the Cavs.
All right,
so
Cavs down by 24.
Now the good news for the Cavs is there's 9 minutes and 12 seconds to go in the second quarter, so there's a ton of time to get back in this game.
Max Strus squares up with fire.
Max Strus misses a 3.
Garland trying to tap it out.
Garland gets the rebound. They're passing it around. They're looking for an open man. A little bit better offense so far. And McConnell fouls Garland, so Garland's going to the line for 2.
NBA this season at nearly 122 points per game. Just incredible offensive firepower as Darius Garland will step to the free throw line for 2. And those offensive
It's the
numbers
first.
not indicative of the team that Kenny Atkinson put out there this year.
It's not, but we've also got to give the Pacers a lot of credit. If you go back to the first of this year, offensively.
All right, it's the second.
Defensively, they're a much improved team. They were 4th in the league in wins since the first of the year. Defensively, they've taken a major step as a group, and we've seen it throughout this series here.
All right, and Pacers with it. Pacers passing it around, looking for an open guy. Siakam with it. Siakam misses. Pacers get their own rebound. They're not going to call a backcourt, even though it clearly was. And Obi Toppin with it. So Cavs down 24 again.
Finish from Toppin, and again, it was an offensive rebound.
And
count the basket there for Mitchell.
okay.
John Goebel will
Mitchell gets fouled. Looks like they're going to call a continuation, so it's going to be an and one.
Maybe not as graceful, but every bit as impactful there for the young man. That was a terrific play off a second chance opportunity for the Pacers.
So Cavs down 22 again. Let's chip away at this lead. Come on. Come on, let's chip away at this. We can do this.
As you just said, the only thing going for Cleveland right now is how much time there is left in this game.
All right, Cavs down 21.
Now down to 21 points as we hit the 8-minute mark left in the half.
Come on, Cavs.
They've gone back this time now. They're still in that 3-2, but they've been mixing it up a little bit.
Pacers miss a 3. Cavs with the rebound. Darius Garland with it. Garland pass it off to Strus. Strus for 3. Misses. Pacers with it again. Pacers. McConnell. McConnell gets blocked.
And that is sent into the seats by Mitchell.
sometimes that can get you going, get you some momentum. How about the block there, just emphatically?
Donovan Mitchell, half man, half amazing. I know that's already been given to a player before, but
Public enemy number one here in Indy had that early altercation, which led to the ejection of Benedict Mathurin. As he is reinserted here by Kenny Atkinson. Now Aaron Neesmith will come get Nembhard.
You know, we showed that turnover package earlier.
oh, come on, Cleveland.
They've dealt at 4 guys with at least 2 turnovers. So that it's been throughout their entire lineup. Guys have been unsure, not as strong with the basketball.
What have they put in the water in Indianapolis? Why are the Cavs playing so bad? Somebody let me know.
And the officials say offensive foul against the Cavs.
And that possession there is indicative of what we've seen in this first half. Turner gave a hard show on that pick and
Well,
roll.
offensive foul against the
Garland picks
Cavs.
the ball up immediately. Watch this show. You've got to keep that dribble longer if you're Darius Garland and attack that big, and you can tell he's just not as confident. And T.J. McConnell letting them know this Pacers team has been after it on the defensive side of the ball.
So the illegal screen against Mobley, his first personal. And boy, all the ways that T.J. McConnell impacts the game off the bench. Shot clock at 6 as Siakam is bumped on the perimeter. Let's check in with Jerry.
Wow, they're going to give
TJ McConnell before the game
another
off
foul
back
to the
from
Pacers.
zone that he admitted bothered the Pacers in game 3 of this series. But he said, listen, we've played against enough zone all year. It was mostly about the length of the Cavs that they had to get adjusted to and find different ways to attack. And he said, my job tonight is to get into the paint, create, and be a problem. We just saw that in that prior possession.
Any 3-2 zone GA that's got Evan Mobley at the top. There's a challenge for an offense to deal with. Look at McConnell. He is picking them
What
apart.
the actual fuck is that, ladies and gentlemen? Cavs played zero defense.
It's hard to play
Zero
zone when you're
defense.
not scoring or winning on the offensive glass. And it allows the Pacers again to kind of dictate.
Like, what are our bigs doing right now? We're not getting. Don't go for a 3. Please don't. Stop going for 3s. Oh my God. What the fuck is wrong with this team? You're just going for 3s. You're not making them.
So we are almost to the midway point of the second quarter. Cleveland has 5 made field goals. McConnell, turn of the bobble, Garland rips. Neesmith.
And the Pacers go to the line again.
Again, they're just winning all the 50-50 balls. They're just more active.
Wow.
Down defensively here. And again, no baseline protection, no rim protection when you've got Allen lifted there defensively.
Wow. It's hard to even say anything right now because it's like, what am I watching?
21
Honestly.
field goals and 19 assists so far in this game. As Aaron Neesmith builds on a lead. The NBA on TNT is brought to you by Hyundai Customer Assurance, putting people first when affordability matters most.
We've got to do so much better, ladies and gentlemen. We've got to do so much freaking better.
Plus 20 points in the paint. They have really dominated this game.
And GA, just consider what's at stake tonight as Cleveland trying to avoid having to go back home down 3 games to 1 in the series. Still so much time left, but hard to imagine a worse and more nightmare start to game 4 for the Cavs.
And the other issue is that the Cavs don't look like they're a very confident team right now.
Garland hits a 3. Okay.
Big shot for Cleveland. Only their 4th 3 in 14 attempts. Obi Toppin back in the game for Rick Carlisle. As we are past the midway point, John Goble blows the whistle. Off-ball foul, Cleveland. And if it's on Garland, that's his 3rd. And it is.
And we talked about it after the altercation earlier in the game. That whistle, the officials get a little more involved.
GA, any consideration if you're Kenny Atkinson to just leave him in the game at this point?
I tell you, especially after hitting that three, you got to think about it, but he does have Mitchell to rely on, and you don't want to take a chance where you literally take him out the game if he picks up a fourth.
All right, Pacers with it again. Halliburton.
Several times, and they've taken advantage of it.
Shot clock down to 1, Toppin fading. Tough shot as Neesmith jars it loose from Merrill. And we're down to 5:28 left in the half. So Donovan Mitchell in, Darius Garland to the bench. Isaac Okoro has also been inserted by Kenny Atkinson.
Come on, Cavs.
A 24-point hole here in game 4. Mitchell, transition three, too much. Long rebound, Merrill. Mitchell.
Come on, Mitchell. Misses another one. Now Pacers definitely have an opportunity. And Miles Turner hits the shot while getting fouled.
And this is when you see Halliburton at his best. When they get the ball up the court, you see how they create the confusion. Hunter was getting ready to rotate out to that triple, and that late decision there by Halliburton to get it down low to the big fella for the finish.
An Indiana Pacers team that won 47 games last year. They had that memorable surprise run to the conference finals. This team is not sneaking up on
He misses the shot, but Pacers get their own rebound.
Halliburton, Neesmith.
Miss a three, get the rebound again, and Obi Toppin gets a shot. Why are we getting out-rebounded? Cavs are down by 28, ladies and gentlemen. Like, how are we getting out-rebounded, out freaking everything? Everything. They're outdoing us in every single statistical category of this game. I don't understand what's happening right now. What happened to the team that I watched all season? You have over 10 turnovers. You're double-digit turnovers. You've only made 4 threes the whole game. You only made, 10 shots all game. All game. You got 30 points. You're down by damn near 30 points. Like, this may be one, like, if they can come back from this game, this might be the single biggest comeback victory I've ever seen the Cavs have at this point. Because I guarantee you the Pacers are going to get at least 2 more points, so we're going to be down by 30. Like, I don't think we're going to stop them from getting 2 more points after not being able to stop them from getting 60 in the first half. Have the Pacers even ever scored 60 in the first half? I don't even know. Like, this is probably one of their best games they've had all season. Defensively, offensively, everything. Planning-wise, like, this is probably the best game they've had all season. And as a fan, this is getting hard to watch, ladies and gentlemen. I'll tell you that right now. Like, I'm a true fan, but at the same time, I do not just like watching my team just get dogpiled on. Like, it's not something I enjoy seeing. So, I don't know. I don't know. We'll see how this goes. I'm trying to give it a little bit more time here to let them do their thing, but like, what the fuck am I watching right now? This is not good basketball whatsoever. Like, I hate what I'm seeing right now. It's just sad. So we'll be back, taking a quick break. We'll be back when the game is back on.
Thought you was getting out of this. And you thought you was getting out of this. Nobody gets out of it.
We are back, ladies and gentlemen. We're getting it back into the game. Hopefully we can cut this lead down a little bit. Like, just a little bit. Just cut this lead down some.
And a rebound by Mobley. Evan Mobley, just not much of a role.
Evan Mobley with it.
At this end of the floor for Cleveland.
Pass it off to Max Strus. Max Strus gets a screen from Allen. Max Strus looks like they get it blocked, so it's still going to be Cavs ball, but jeez. Louise, ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching this, give me a little bit of support, you know? For my misery, can you please at least subscribe to the channel, please? Just give me a like, give me a sub, you know, for the misery that I'm going through right now. You know, that'd be incredible if I can get something out of this. Like, this is just sad to see. I don't like watching this. Oh my gosh.
Coming off that screen, does a good job of selling it as well, but you can see he definitely commits the foul quarrel there.
Oh my gosh, come on, Cavs. Pacers with it, Pacers. And no, still can't, he can't do it either. So Donovan Mitchell for three. Hey, Donovan Mitchell hits his first three of the game for real. Oh my gosh. It's so rare. You gotta appreciate it every time when it happens. Like, geez. And the Cavs get a foul call, so Cavs. Pacers are going to the line. Pacers are in the bonus right now. Ladies and gentlemen, please subscribe to the channel. This is sad right now to see. I hate seeing this right now, ladies and gentlemen. So what's going on here? Anybody in the comments, you know, want to help me out, please do. Again, just send me your love. Let me know that I'm not just, you know, dealing with this madness alone. If you're watching with me, you know, I'm sorry. I'm sorry you have to deal with this as well if you're watching with me, but it is what it is. We're going through it together, ladies and gentlemen. We're going through this together. This is one of the saddest moments I've had as a Cavs fan. One of the worst experiences I've had as a Cavs fan, honestly. Has to be top 5 worst experiences I've had as a Cavs fan. Not happy.
Pascal Siakam back onto the floor. 12 points. He's the guy that started this run to begin this quarter. As the Indiana Pacers making their statement in this first half, trying to get this thing to Cleveland with a chance to close it out potentially on Tuesday night.
37-61. It's a little better. Pacers with it.
Hard working against Mitchell. Reset.
And Turner gets an easy shot.
That was a great job by Nembhard. Just being patient, allowing Turner to get that position on the block there for the deuce.
Greg, it seemed like Carlisle challenged both of his big guys, Siakam and Turner, to be better, and they certainly have been.
Bro, another fucking turnover. What is happening right now?
And Strus is upset, and you see it. See how he just hesitates and allows him to establish position there, and then a perfect feed.
Another damn turnover. Are you kidding me?
Turnovers indicative of the Cavs. Even if Jared Allen catches it there, it's not an advantage for him. You're putting him in a bad situation. So the Cavs continue to not make decisions with the basketball in the half court.
Siakam in the corner, Nesmith 3 to shoot.
This is probably one of the saddest performances I've ever seen.
The Pacers are putting it on the Cavs here in this first half.
Like, I don't even understand how we could let this happen as a team. We're down by damn near 30 at this point.
As we hit the final 2 minutes before halftime.
And they hit another three. Goddamn.
Brilliance from the Pacers. And then they get Max Strus in the backcourt. A little bit of a shove as he got tangled up with Halliburton and the officials all over it. And now a technical assist to Strus. Boy, this thing has been chippy right from the opening tap. Yeah, Halliburton, a little bit of an embellish.
Yeah, he got away with one there. But listen, that's kind of
so Halliburton gets another opportunity at the line after barely being touched and just falling to the ground. Oh my gosh.
They have dictated style, tempo.
If you're a Cavs fan out there, I'm sorry. I'm sorry you had to witness this. I'm sorry I had to witness this. I'm sorry we had to be here for this. And Halliburton just hits another three.
Mitchell changed his mind, little give and go action. Garland from deep.
Cavs miss another three.
Boy, Tyrese Halliburton, who was not existent the other night, has got his feistiness and his mojo back here in Game 4. As we hit the final 60 seconds, Nesmith out of Turner.
Wow. Wow. Pacers can just do anything they want to do in this game. It don't even matter no more. The Pacers can just do whatever they want in this game, apparently.
Mitchell rises from deep, and they just
of course you're not going to make that.
It's a 15-2 Pacers run, and they smell blood in the water. Turner!
Another three. Jesus Christ. Oh, my God.
Offensive clinic by Indiana.
Oh, my God. 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 As a fan of the Cavs, why do I have to sit here and watch this? What did I do? What did I do? Did I do something wrong? Like, what the hell? 3 seconds left. And they're going up, and of course, they hit a buzzer beater. Of course, they hit a fucking buzzer beater at the half. Of course, they hit a fucking buzzer beater at the fucking halftime. Oh my God. This is probably the worst half of basketball I've ever seen. I'm going to say it from any team at this point. Like the Bobcats, the Charlotte Bobcats would have put up a better fight right now. What do you got? Like 13 turnovers in the first half? Like, oh my God, I've never seen this team play worse. And it feels like I did something personally that made the Cavs say, fuck it. The Cavs just said, oh, well, we'll just do this again next year. They just gave up in this game. Literally the most important game of the season, and they're just giving up right now. Down by damn near 40 at the half. Like 40 points. You're down by 40 at the half? 20 is already bad enough. You can still come back from that. 40, it's like, oh, should we just turn on our PlayStations at home? Should the Cavs just leave the fucking arena at this point? Are we going to see fucking Tristan Thompson come in? Like, is Tristan Thompson just going to start the second half? Is that what's going to happen? Fucking Tristan Thompson and Okoro starting in the starting lineup in the first half? Like, what am I watching right now? This isn't even... Oh my gosh, guys, I need a break. It is halftime. Halftime couldn't have got here quick enough, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to go ahead and take a quick halftime break. I shall be back, ladies and gentlemen. Here are some NBA tunes for you.
guys ever heard of BCT? Barbecue chicken theory. Opponent is barbecue chicken. Take the point, you bite it, you lick your fingers, you win. You don't know what that means, but you'll figure it out. Barbecue, what type of chicken? Barbecue chicken on them.
Timeout LA. Whack! Get out! Get away from me, Steve. Get away from me, Steve. He didn't say a word. Technical foul, Wallace. He's gone. No, not right. I asked him 3 times to stop staring at me to try to intimidate me. I'm done. He's gone. I asked him. I told him. I have already told Mike twice before to have him stop staring to try to intimidate me. He did it again. He's gone. He's gone. He's gone.
That ball don't lie. That ball don't lie. That ball don't lie. That ball don't lie. To be honest, that ball don't lie. It just came to my head in the game. You know how my temper was. Guy went to the line, it was nothing personal against him. That ball don't lie. And it just came out.
Ball don't lie.
That ball don't lie. That ball don't lie. That ball don't lie. It's a true phrase, when a player feels though that the ref might have called a bad call on him. You hear it on every level now. That ball don't lie. That ball don't lie. That ball don't lie. I was playing with the Knicks, and it was a home game. That ball don't lie. I was guarding Luis Scola, and Scola made a move, and I fouled him, but he kept going, so I fouled him again. That ball don't lie. That ball don't lie. They called the tech on me. Scola went to the line. Shot it. Shot it. Shot it. That ball don't lie.
Ball don't lie.
But, and it, you know, it's been living ever since.
And just cannot seem to get the proper respect, and just cannot seem to get the proper respect
Rookie,
from
but
the
they're not
officials.
gonna rook us.
It was a very poorly officiated basketball game. 23
But
free
they're not
throws.
gonna rook us. They're not gonna rook us. They shot 18 times in the paint. 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 Explain it. They had 32 free throws. Kawhi shot more free throws than our whole team. Explain it to me. We don't get the respect that these guys deserve. We don't get the respect that these guys explain it to. We don't get the respect that these guys deserve. Because Mike Conley doesn't go crazy. He has class. And he just plays the game. But I'm not gonna let them treat us that way. Rookie, but they're not gonna rook us. Rookie, but they're not gonna rook us. Rookie, but they're not gonna rook us. They're not gonna rook us. Rookie, but they're not even give us a chance. Not even give us a chance. They did not even give us a chance. Take that for that.
And just cannot seem to get the proper respect, and just cannot seem to get the proper respect.
We don't get the respect that these guys deserve. Because Mike Conley doesn't go crazy. He has class. And he just plays the game. Explain it. But I'm not gonna let them treat us that way. Rookie, but they're not gonna rook us. Rookie, but they're not gonna rook us. Rookie, but they're not gonna rook us. They're not gonna rook us. They did not even give us a chance. Take that for data.
Bacon, sugar rush, donut, barbecue sauce, donut, bacon, nachos, apple fritters, donut, chicken fingers, donut, bacon, jalapeno, lemon bars, bacon, ice honey bun.
I want some steak. I want some filet mignon.
Bear claws. Polish bear. Donut. Bacon. Lemon bars. Sugar rush.
Some lobster tail.
Donut.
Some salmon.
Donut. Sugar rush. Bacon. Apple fritters. Jalapeno. Barbecue sauce. Lemon bars. Sugar rush. Donut, bacon, nachos, ice honey bun, bacon,
chicken finger,
bear claws, donut, sugar rush, bacon,
chicken finger,
bacon, donut, sugar rush, donut, bacon,
I want some steak,
bacon, donut, sugar rush, bacon, donut, apple fritters, bacon, donut, bacon, donut, bacon, donut, bacon. Sugar rush, donut, jalapeno, lemon bars.
We've had a lot of great memories in this building. It's iconic in the sense of our entire history of this organization and how we got to this point. Hopefully every fan that was in this building appreciates the journey and the ride. Every fan that was watching how Oakland held us down for 47 years.
San Francisco Bay City flame, I'm approaching track 42. That's just the second three-pointer that he's attempted all season. Simmons, the screwball.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Sorry, extended break. I really had to contemplate on how much more of this game I can handle. As the Cavs are down 83-39, Max Strus almost turns it over again. Gets it back. Max Strus for three. Finally gets a three. It's a 41-point game now.
Triple tonight. They're 6 of 21 as a team.
And I will say, listen,
it's hard to watch your team be down 41. Again, if they can come back from this, all-time comeback of all time. One of the all-time comebacks if the Cavs can do this.
Whistle blown off the ball by Kevin Scott. Looks like Max Strus took a shot under the basket.
Come on, Max Strus.
It's on Miles Turner.
Yeah, offensive foul there.
That errant left elbow, the flail of the arm, and now the officials are going to take a look at the replay to determine if there should be anything extra potentially on this call against Turner.
Trigger on the floor is a possible flagrant foul.
We have already had an ejection. Benedict Mathurin assessed the flagrant foul 2 in the first half. Ejected.
Oh my gosh, ladies and gentlemen, this is tough to watch.
So this busy officiating crew led by John
Tough to see. Oh my gosh. Again, if you are a Cavs fan watching right now, shout outs to you. I don't know what we did to deserve this, ladies and gentlemen. I don't understand what we did. But something happened where the basketball gods said, you know what? Not this year. And I don't understand it.
After review, the contact by Turner does not rise to the level of flagrant foul. Therefore, the Yonkers ruling stands common foul.
Common foul.
All right, John Goble and his crew all over it.
Max Strus got hit in the face. Just a foul. It's okay.
Against Miles Turner.
All right. Come on, Cavs.
All right, so again, the Cleveland Cavaliers starting the second half without Donovan Mitchell. And right now in a 41-point hole, 90 seconds into the second half. And look at the discrepancy.
Oh, what's wrong with Donovan Mitchell?
So far here in game 4, just staggering. Ty Jerome left wide open.
All right. Hey, Ty Jerome with the wide open look. He gets it.
It's one of the few uncontested shots we've seen.
And Pacers with another uncontested shot on their end. Like, what the fuck? Come on, Cavs. Play like a team. Play like the team I've been watching. There you go. Max Strus misses a three. Okay. Gotta hustle for the rebound. Gotta hustle for that rebound.
And it's just the pace. Look at how they're running the floor. They're just playing at a different speed than the Cavs.
All right, guys. If I see Tristan Thompson come in this game, I might have to call this one. Ty Jerome hits a three. Finally, Cavs down by 40 now.
Siakam hit the deck as Jerome now has 7. Ty Jerome playing in Donovan Mitchell's spot to begin the second.
Oh my gosh. A reach-in foul on Allen.
And then just a lack of rotation there.
Like, if we're going to come back, we got to play the hardest defense the Cavs have ever played in their, like in their franchise history. This has got to be franchise history defying defense right now.
Darius Garland pulls. And the Cavs now 7 of 24.
Oh, gosh.
From 3. Naismith. Yes.
We're just giving it to him at this point. We're just giving it to him at this point.
Indicative of the Cavs here tonight. No communication, no sense of urgency.
Oh, come on, Cleveland.
And then the breakdown.
And it goes out of bounds.
You see how they're just, you can't lose the guy that was.
Well, luckily it was not a turnover this time, but you know what? The Cavs are looking so bad, ladies and gentlemen. I'm telling you. I might have to call it if Tristan Thompson steps on this court.
Shot clock at 4. Garland has to work quickly. Underneath, boy, pretty left-handed scoop as he...
Please, ladies and gentlemen, subscribe for my misery. I've never felt this bad watching the Cavs play. Oh my gosh. At least versus the Knicks, they were better than this. This isn't even like, oh, they're not playing tough right now. This is them getting out-rebounded. They're turning it over with every play. It's like there's butter on the fucking ball. Like, what the fuck? I got people telling me we can't have shit in Cleveland.
Look at our FanDuel Live point spread for tonight's game.
Oh, this will be interesting.
Just an astounding turnaround in this series after what we saw here in Game 3 to tonight.
Well, I will tell you, Spiro, I go back to Game 2 because the Pacers are a good enough team to have a night like this, as are the Cavs. You know, we talked about it. They're both explosive offenses, but it's the 50-50 games in series. A lot of times they cost you. To blow a game like that, all of a sudden now we're going back to Cleveland 2-2. But because you lose that game, now
oh my gosh,
on the line, and they're going to get a defensive foul there against Nesmith.
So that'll be the third against Nesmith. You know, you'll hear coaches and players as the crowd sees the replay. Don't agree with the call there from Kevin Scott.
Wow, I feel like I've never been more sad watching a game before.
Games that they lose, the psychological hurdle to try to come back from that in a 7-game series.
And still, that's what it is. They're going to get a challenge here. Rick Carlisle not happy with that call.
So Rick Carlisle, who won his challenge earlier, and they're going to take another look on TNT.
And they're challenging another call. Incredible. This is probably, oh my gosh. I don't know how much more of this I can watch, to be honest. I'm trying to stay on for you guys, but like, I really want to call this stream right now. This stream might be it. This might be it, guys. This might be a Dunzo stream. Like, we tried. We rooted. You know, we did what we could as fans, but like, what are we doing? What's happening right now? Like, how is this how? How, ladies and gentlemen? How is this happening right now? It's like, are people even watching at this point? Like, did all the fans turn off the game at this point? Are you guys still with me? Guys, if you're still here, comment. You know, comment down below. How are you feeling right now? Are you okay? Are you okay emotionally? Like, on the inside? Because I'll tell you right now, I'm not. I'm not okay on the inside. I'm going through emotions right now. Like, the emotions that I'm going through right now cannot be like told. They can't be explained within words. Like, how I'm feeling at the current moment. It's not good. It's one of the worst feelings I've had. And I'm telling you, I've been divorced before. Like, this is one of the top 10 worst feelings I've ever had while watching a Cavs game. Like, I don't think I've felt worse while watching my favorite team play. Like, this is my favorite team. And I'm a huge Browns fan. It's like I'm watching the Browns right now. This is the feeling that I normally reserve to watching Browns games. And now I have to have that Browns fan feeling in a Cavs game. What the fuck? That ain't how this should be working. I shouldn't be feeling like a Browns fan while watching the Cavs. I should be feeling like a proud Cavaliers fan. We're Cleveland Cavs. We're not the Cleveland Browns. Like, I'm getting Cleveland Browns feelings right now. We won Coach of the Year. Now we're losing in the fucking playoffs. If this ain't the fucking Browns, I don't know what it is. Oh. Oh. What the fuck? Oh, my gosh. My season. My team. We're down 3-1. We're about to be down 3-1. Oh. Oh, my gosh. What do we do? What do we do? How do we come back from this, people? How do we come back? What is the secret to us coming back? Somebody comment down below. What's the secret to us coming back? I need to see somebody comment down all the secret ingredients to the Cavs coming back right now. Please. Tell me. Tell me. I need to know. I need to know.
He's whistled for that flail of the left elbow, GA. That's his fourth personal.
Yeah, clearly there's contact above the neck there, so good reversal, good challenge there by the Pacers.
Meanwhile, the other developing story here.
Well, Pacers got the ball.
In the second half, he's still back in the Cleveland locker room. The Cavaliers have not told us anything. We don't know if it's injury related. We don't know what the deal is with Mitchell.
And Mitchell is just out with no, we don't even know what's going on with Mitchell. He's just out.
As this series will head to Cleveland for Game 5 on Tuesday night in a potential closeout situation for the Pacers. Max Strus coming.
All right, Max Strus gets one.
That is perplexing. And right now, this game not in doubt.
These niggas doing no-look passes and shit. Mobley for three. Mobley hits a three. Okay.
Mobley cans his second three of the night.
Still down by 38, so, you know.
For Game 5, you're trying to get your rhythm, reestablish your identity, get some confidence.
Turner, short arms.
All right, Cavs playing some better defense finally.
Mobley low left.
Mobley gets his rebound, gets fouled, gets some contact, and goes up to the foul line.
Thought we'd see more of at the start of this game where they were trying to establish Mobley.
Still not. I'm not happy, ladies and gentlemen. I'm very much not happy.
Out of sync offensively, but he needs to reestablish himself down on that block.
Greg, you just think about everything that Kenny Atkinson has had to contend with in this series, the injuries. Without three of his most indispensable players for that one game, two that they nearly won regardless. Tonight, taking it on the chin. Now he's without Donovan Mitchell to begin the second half. And Indiana flexing its muscle, trying to take a command 3-1 lead in this series. Just incredible.
This is, again, not surprised that the Pacers would win a game like this, but in the fashion that they're doing, that is absolutely a surprise.
So Mobley now slowly becoming a centerpiece of Cleveland's offense. This is Jerome with a flick, brings out. The Cavs shooting just 31% from the field. Halliburton pulls. Evan Mobley, it's only his 5th rebound tonight. Here comes Merrill on the attack, and he takes a whack. And Sam Merrill going to take a little extra beat to get to his feet.
A bit of a playoff foul there.
Sam Merrill, third year with the Cavs. Was a rookie on that Milwaukee Bucks team that won the
Wow, my
championship
microphone wasn't on again. Son of a bitch. Guys, should I play Marvel Rivals while this is happening? I don't know.
Traded to the Bucks.
I don't know yet. I just feel like it might happen.
To win prizes with the NBA ID Playoffs Challenge. Members in the U.S. and Canada who complete the challenge get the chance at a trip to the NBA draft. Play now, NBA app, or at NBA.com/ID. How many playoff series has Rick Carlisle been in his
All right,
career? NBA
Sam Merrill gets both.
Dallas. At this team on that impressive surprise run to the conference finals.
We need to stop them from scoring. How about that? How about we get them on a scoreless? Make sure they don't score for the next few quarters. Siakam gets another one. Come on, Mobley. Go to the hole, Mobley. Come on, Mobley. Go to the hole. There you go. Mobley gets a dunk. We need to see more of that. We haven't seen any of that all game. Halliburton. Nate Neesmith misses the three-point shot. Come on, Hunter. Garland with it.
So we cross the 5-minute mark left in the quarter.
Garland to Hunter. Hunter gets fouled.
By Shepherd. Let's get an update here with Jared.
All right, so the Cavs were saying that Donovan Mitchell is now doubtful to return with a left ankle injury. So as we learn more, we'll provide.
And Donovan Mitchell has a left ankle injury. Fuck.
Jared, this was Mitchell just coming out to start the second half to get his warm-ups in, and obviously felt something in that ankle. This had already been a nightmare evening for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Wow. This might be one of the worst nights in Cleveland history.
Donovan Mitchell potentially done for the night. Here comes Hunter. Garland on the
Garland gets fouled. Garland to the line.
And he's going to get himself to the free throw line.
And then you also now have to speculate about what does it mean for the next game, right?
So injuries are beating the shit out of the Cavs, ladies and gentlemen. If like injuries is beating us like a stepchild, like what the hell? The injuries are beating us as if we like injuries came home, saw the dishes weren't done, and injuries just started beating the shit out of us. Like what is this about?
ESPN tomorrow will have the NBA draft lottery presented by State Farm, and then 2 Game 4s. Boston.
Well, it's they're trying to bring it back down. It's a 33-point game now.
Yeah, earlier today we watched Oklahoma.
32-point game.
1 seed in the West, really in a gut check situation, winning Denver.
All right, 10 points at a time. Come on.
And my goodness, how different this result has been.
In that game,
just 10 points at a time. Bring it down by 10 points at a time.
Game, but they matched the force. They matched the intensity of Denver in that game. And so they were going to give themselves an opportunity, and that's what you want from a championship caliber team. It's without question disappointing to see Cleveland come out and play the way they did in that first half.
TJ McConnell.
McConnell with it. McConnell gets a 2. Come on, Cavs. Come on. Give me some spirit. Give me some life. Garland gets a floater. McConnell brings it back down. McConnell. They're looking. Pacers are looking for Toppin. Toppin misses. Siakam gets it.
Their bench has been the more impactful one in this series.
Cavs down 34.
This is Roundup.
Oh gosh, ladies and gentlemen, Cavs are still down by 34. This game has not looked any better in my opinion. I mean, it started looking a little better and then Donovan Mitchell got hurt. So I don't know what's going on right now. Donovan Mitchell is now injured. My God, this is so hard to watch. Like, what do I even comment on as a Cavs fan here? Like, how do I even? What's the comeback in this game? Like, maybe we can win next game and extend it out, but realistically, this game is over. This series might be over, like, realistically, and I don't want to be that guy. I'm gonna have faith in my team from day one until the end. So I still believe they can win this series. But it's going to be one of the hardest fought series we've ever had in the Cavs history. Like, in the history of the Cavaliers, if we can make this comeback, this will be right underneath the 3-1 comeback from this would be the biggest 3-1 comeback I've ever seen. Like, we're not the second biggest I've ever seen. The second biggest in Cavs history. Now, I got to remember, against the Pacers in, like, 2018, I think the Cavs did have a 7-game series. And that was, let me see, I think we won, what was it? Okay, so Indiana won game 1 in that series. Cleveland won game 2. Indy won game 3. Cleveland won game 4. Cleveland won game 5. Indy won game 6. Cleveland won game 7. So, wasn't exactly a 3-1. Yeah, so it was more back and forth in this series, more like the series back in with Orlando. So, I mean, also a 7-game series, but just it worked a lot differently. Were there any big blowouts? There was like one blowout in game 6. And it was also about almost a 40-point blowout, but I don't think it was like this all game. I'm going to be honest. LeBron averaged like 40 in this series, so son of a bitch.
Halliburton, their styles, Rick Carlisle has implemented.
Cavs down 66-98. Pacers with it. Halliburton with it. Halliburton passes it off. Halliburton getting off the top, and Toppin gets the shot. And looks like they're also going to call a foul, so Halliburton or Toppin to the line.
Think about how the NBA has changed in terms of the way the game is played. This Pacers group, probably the best in the league at creating offense out of their offense. Meaning, they're not as reliant upon a star to create advantages and mismatches. They do it with passing.
Toppin misses the free throw. Ball don't lie.
And then you factor in the pace.
Hunter with it. Hunter with Naismith on him. Hunter tries to pass it off to Okoro.
I remember we were talking before the postseason
and gets called for a travel.
After what this team did last year, the Pacers, you felt like Indiana was the most underrated team in the league, even this season.
Yeah, and again, it's because a lot of times when you look at teams, you always look at the best players.
Cavs down by 34, and
philosophy, but that's what's unique about
they call something. I don't even know what they call them that one.
Individually, they don't overwhelm you. But when you look at how they play collectively, their chemistry, their understanding of why we're good. Everybody knowing how to perform based on where the ball is on the floor. And Rick Carlisle talked about it. He said our guys are really good at concepts, because a lot of times to play fast, you can't run plays. You've got to be able to play based on where the ball is and where the personnel are on the floor, and they do a terrific job of it. They don't take a lot of bad shots.
Oh, this is so bad.
Passers. They all run the floor well. So it's really their style that puts.
So Cavs down 101 to 66. Make that 102 to 66. Do better, Cleveland.
Double digits. The only question was this team, could they defend well enough? And that resurgence, GA, to your point, has been a big headline for this team this season as we check in with Jared.
But just to add to what GA is saying, all of what GA talked about starts with the franchise player. And here that is Tyrese Halliburton. I talked to Aaron Nesmith
And
about
Garland to the line.
him and his uniqueness the other day, saying that Halliburton just understands what his teammates need, understand what a game needs. Coach Carlisle telling us that Halliburton is such a unique star, always positive and upbeat, but more importantly, always empowering his teammates. And those are qualities that allow this team to be so well balanced and get their offense. And recently, you know, we've seen it. The second half of the season, particularly, the defense, as you were alluding to, has been really good. In fact, it's been a top 10 defense since about the middle of December.
And Jared, it's a great point. That to me is what's been different. Their offense has always been pretty good. It's obviously improving as their young players also develop, but it's their ability to get better defensively and the willingness there that has really elevated them.
All right, Cass, good defense.
To an elite level.
Put some points on the board. Let's see if we can.
The league in defense, and since the break, they've been top 10.
And almost another turnover.
As any, well, this has been a top 5 team in the NBA over the last 3 months.
And so we're talking concepts. And even defensively, this last possession, they understand rotations. They know where they're supposed to be based on where the ball is on the floor. Like, they have great awareness on both sides of the ball. They just really create a lot of problems.
Come on.
For the opponent.
Cavs missed another 3.
Missed 3 from Merrill.
And
offensive rebound gets a shot.
Dean Wade misses a 3.
Cleveland's night, 8 of 27 from downtown. As we come up on the final 2 minutes of the quarter,
Toppin goes to the line.
The relentlessness with which Indiana is playing just will not cease. You know, we see teams build big leads and blow.
Wow.
They have not taken their foot off the pedal at any point.
I think that's a great point you make, Spiro. You know, they're not playing the score. They're playing the game. And that's really important because you don't, as we talked about with Cleveland, right? This second half is important. They're trying to get their rhythm and get ready for Game 5. And if you're the Pacers, you don't want to give them any confidence. You don't want to allow them to feel good about themselves. And that's why they stay relentless in their attack. It has been an impressive performance for Rick Carlisle and his group.
You know, the casual NBA fan who maybe didn't watch a lot of games during the regular season just can't appreciate how consistently elite Cleveland was this season. As this is going to go back to the Cavs. Cleveland started the year with 15 straight wins. It was one of 3 different winning streaks that they had this year of at least 12 games. That's unbelievable, including a franchise best 16-game winning streak second half of the season. They just haven't had many nights like this. And you're suddenly staring down the barrel of a 3-1 series deficit. And what was just a remarkable regular season potentially going up in smoke.
Yeah, and they have
really
shepherd their great defense, forcing that turnover and then the foul to boot. And one of the issues for Cleveland,
what do we do here?
Their starters were not great tonight, but they haven't gotten the kind of production from their bench that we had seen coming into this series, right? Ty Jerome has really struggled offensively. DeAndre Hunter has not.
God dang, these fucking injuries.
So the injuries as well. And it's not an excuse. The Pacers have just been the better team. They just have. But this Cavs team has not played the way we saw them play during the regular season.
Darius Garland going glass. And now it looks like Rick Carlisle is going to take a timeout as Darius Garland has scored the last 10 points for Cleveland.
Oh, gosh.
Late stages, third quarter on TNT.
Perfecting your swing is hard.
Yeah, this is insane, ladies and gentlemen. At this point, I feel like just going to edit a video or something. This is actually insane. Like, what the fuck am I watching here? This is one of the saddest performances I've ever seen from my Cavs. This is embarrassing at this point, ladies and gentlemen. Like, if you're a Cavs fan, we're down by 35 going into the fourth quarter. Like, Donovan Mitchell is hurt. Everybody's hurt. Freaking injuries are kicking our ass. We can't get rebounds. We can't get stops. We can't do anything offensively. What are we watching here, ladies and gentlemen? Oh my gosh. Oh, this last quarter. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I can't do this last quarter. I'm about to go ahead and call it early. Injuries really fucked us up this whole game, and I think this season might possibly be over, but I'm going to have faith. I'll be back for game 5, but for right now, we're going to go ahead and call this one a little bit early because there's really nothing else to watch here, ladies and gentlemen. If you're a Cavs fan, I don't even want you to finish watching this game. I want you guys to try to do something to figure out the rest of your night and enjoy yourselves. If you put money on this, I'm sorry. Gambling is bad. Stop doing it. Stop gambling. This should be your sign. If you put money on the Cavs to win tonight, this should be your sign to stop gambling. It is wrong. So please do better for yourself. Do better for others. Like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. And Pacers score again. Fuck me. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I can't watch this anymore, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to go ahead and call this early. Cavs in 7, ladies and gentlemen. Go Cavs.